New extreme challenge in GTA 5. Today we will test which car can drive through huge pits. And each time they get bigger and bigger, up to the largest pit in the world. Watch until the end and give it a like.
Hi guys! As always, your favorite little penguin Koki is here with you. And today,
a new experiment where we'll test how far cars can go through gigantic pits. That's why for today's experiment, I prepared a collection of cars from the future, including fast supercars, zombie apocalypse vehicles, of course flying cars and giant monster trucks, and the most unusual Lambo in the world. So make sure to watch the video until the end, leave a like, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on new awesome experiments. But I suggest we don't waste any time and start right away with the most unusual car of today. Although honestly all of them are unusual here. But today we have a Mercedes from the future. Just look at how cool it looks. A super futuristic car, and I think cars like this should be able to make it to the finish line, to reach the finish. Although, who knows? It's an electric car. Or is it not an electric car? It looks like an electric car, but actually, no, it's not an electric car. I can hear the engine sound, which means it's gasoline, 100% gasoline. Mercedes, now that's really respectable, even though it really does look like an electric car from the future. Alright, the most important thing is to fly over all these pits. We have a total of 7 levels to complete, and so far we're handling the 4th one quite well. And honestly, I haven't felt any problems at all. This car has more than enough speed. It overcomes everything perfectly. The only problem we might face is if the car is too heavy or too slow, then of course there would be big problems. But we're getting past the 6th level and no, wait, I don't think we're making it. Yeah, we're just falling straight down. Well, that's exactly what I was talking about. The 6th one turned out to be way too huge, and we simply didn't have enough speed. That's it, now we're in this giant pit. I wonder if I try to get out, will it work? Let's go. Alright, let's see. Now I'll try to climb up the walls of this pit. Come on. I'm sure it should work. Look. Seriously? Wait, you could actually do that? Are you actually serious right now? Alright then, I guess we are finally leaving. That was just absolutely perfect. Quite honestly, it was... well, it was something else entirely. Well, I think it's still a bit unfair, but it's a life hack, so now we know and we'll use it to get out with any car. Okay, fine. Level 6 is the maximum this car can handle, and now we're off to test the next vehicle. Alright, let's keep going, and up next is the Lambo from the future. Just look at how incredible it looks right now. It's completely iridescent, and check out the wheels. Watch closely. 1, 2, 3, bam. They light up and shimmer too, so this car has to be super fast and super overpowered. I'm sure it has to make it to the finish line because we've got a real collection of cars from the future. And today, a lot of cars should make it to the finish. I really believe in that. 2 pits at once, boom, easy, perfect. The car skids a bit, but that's fine, no problem. Pushing for max acceleration, and there's a bit left. Come on, full speed ahead. Perfect, 2 levels, I hardly noticed. We passed a whole 5 levels and it was super easy. It was like dodging little potholes on the road. Alright, the 6th level was no problem at all. But the 7th one, of course, is questionable. This, just so you know, is the biggest pit. In the world, it's bigger than the entire GTA map, can you imagine? Look, you see that guy over there looks absolutely tiny compared to this massive pit. And even the cheat Lamborghini from the future, unfortunately, simply cannot handle this deep pit. It just does not make it across. We clearly do not have enough speed. It's sad, but oh well, I'm sure we still have cars in our collection that will make it to the finish. We're out of high-end supercars for now. So we're moving on to actual heavy-duty zombie apocalypse vehicles. We've got the Lambo, and then there's probably something like a Dodge or... honestly, I don't even know. But this car is made entirely out of metal. It's armored and perfect for a zombie apocalypse. The only thing missing is some kind of protection. For example, armor, saws like these, spikes, maybe even machine guns to defend yourself from zombies during a zombie apocalypse, for instance. That would be perfect, but we also shouldn't forget that this car is like reinforced not only with armor, but also with the engine. And most importantly, it's heavy. That's what I wanted to say. That's the main thing. I mean, if a regular car is pretty light, sporty, and fast, here the car is fast, yes. But at the same time, it's super heavy. Alright, level 6. Come on. It seems to be working out perfectly. Come on. We have to make it. There's just a little bit left. Seriously, we were literally 1 meter short and we just ended up falling down. That's exactly what I was just talking about. The car is really heavy. Even though it's powerful, it turned out to be just a bit more powerful than the Mercedes from the future. But still, it couldn't make it past level 6. But by the way, we also have a Lambo for the zombie apocalypse. It should be a little bit faster. Even though it has armor, all these spikes and small saws, it should definitely be faster, 100%. It's a Lambo after all. So let's do a test without brakes. Let's go for maximum acceleration and we clear 2 pits in a single jump. Now that's something I really like. This is how it should be. That's how all cars should go through. The Lambo is actually really fast, and I'll be surprised if this car is the first one to reach the finish line today, because we've already tested almost half the collection and not a single car has made it to the finish. That actually sounds kind of sad. Alright, we're going for maximum acceleration, and the 6th pit is super easy. Super easy, honestly, I didn't even feel it. Okay, maximum acceleration, and we're taking the biggest pit. Most importantly, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe right now with the bell so you don't miss new awesome experiments just like this one, where we jump over giant pits. And I think it's perfect. Yeah. That was an absolutely perfect landing, just a perfect landing. Guys, I told you all along, this would be the very first car to reach the finish line. There we go, we jump over like this and head straight for the finish. But most importantly, let's play a game together. Now that our first car has reached the finish line, let's play a mini game together. Right now, go down to the comments and write which car, in your opinion, will also make it to the finish line from the remaining collection. Because we actually still have a lot of cars left and... Wait, what? What is that? I think we've already tested this one today. Why did we get a copycat like Uncle Krushka here? Well, alright, the most important thing is that today we really have a lot of very unusual cars. There are fast formula cars, cars from the future, cars for a zombie apocalypse, off-road vehicles, even flying cars and monster trucks. So, write in the comments which car, in your opinion, will make it to the finish line. I think it's these 2 flying cars because the Lambo is the biggest and most unusual Lambo in the world. And probably this off-roader from the future looks really tough. I don't even know what that is. Alright, okay, let's keep testing the cars. This is a Formula 1 car, and not just any, but one with some kind of jet turbo boosters. You see, it looks like there are 2 turbines on it. So the car should be really fast. Maximum acceleration. And 1 and 2 and 3. No problem at all, I didn't even feel it. For some reason, the cars are really flying through very easily. Either the cars have become much more powerful, or the pits are too small, and we really need to make them bigger in the next episode. Write in the comments, maybe we really should just make the pits bigger in the next episode, because the 6th pit is just too easy for this car. Alright, the 7th one. The most important thing is the 7th one. The 6th one is no problem at all, you can just drive through it, right? But the 7th one is a big question because it's just too gigantic even for this Formula 1 car. And I think I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, see, the car is really fast. You'd think it's light because it's a Formula 1 car even with 2 turbines. But still, it can't make it to the finish. Oh, look, it can drive along the wall. Well, can we brake? Climb up, like we did in the previous pit? Look, we're actually braking. Alright, let's try reverse. No, let's turn around. Let's turn around now and go up. Let's go up. No, it didn't work out as planned. I thought we'd be able to climb all the way up the wall and head directly over to the finish. Well, that would have been nice. And now we have the last supercar from the future, which really looks incredibly powerful. I suggest we start the tests right away. No hesitations, no brakes, go all out. Let's accelerate as much as possible and try to jump over all the pits in one go. I think that would be really awesome, especially since... I think we might clear 3 pits at once right now. Almost made it. There we go. Perfect. That's it. We didn't even need the ramp. Look. Oh, no. Right here I need to go a bit slower. Because I'm in trouble. If I hadn't slammed on my brakes just now, I would have flown straight into the depths of that giant 7th pit. Way too much speed. However, I think we'll manage the 7th pit quite easily. Look, let me show you a life hack. First, we hit the brakes. Then, we will accelerate to our maximum possible speed and try to soar right over the top of the giant 7th pit. I am 99.9% sure that we will successfully pull this off. Actually, I'd even say we'll do it really well. I feel like I could have flown over 3 of those pits. And something tells me that next time we need to make the pit even bigger. Although, just look at how gigantic it is. You could actually fit all of Los Santos in here. But still, I fly over the biggest pit and even overshoot the finish line for a second and land right in the ocean. I hope the sharks don't eat me now, so let's send this car to the finish and go test the next one. So, I don't get this question. Why is there exactly the same Lambo here? Or is it actually different? Is it really identical or is it just me? Wow! Easy. Okay, not exactly identical, it's... What kind of flip was that? No, wait, it's definitely different in some way, yeah. It's really kind of, well, super... And why is it pushing all the cars aside so easily? Just look at that. I'll even grab it like this, straight up. Ta-da. Yeah, alright. Look, see this Mustang right here? It simply pushes it. And then... Oh, alright, that's it. Well, yeah, this Lambo really is unusual and it's even faster than the previous one. And perhaps most importantly of all, look, I'm just going to jump, seriously. And we just fly off into space with you. I think there's some kind of mistake here. That can't be, there's no such thing. It's just, well, unreal. How can a Lambo like that just take off and jump so high? Is it just me, or do we have a little problem here? We're flying straight into the 6th pit and we're about to fall right now. That's really bad. No, wait. Perfect, I really like this. It's so cool, I don't even need a ramp. Look, 1, 2, 3, let's go jump. Bim, bim. That was absolutely perfect. If only all cars had such superpowers. And you get it, we tested exactly the same car before, and it was just a regular one. I feel like someone trolled me, someone left this kind of trolling comment, and today I ended up with identical cars. This is just impossible, how can that be? By the way, we're actually making it to the finish line, which was logical. If a regular car without superpowers made it, then this car will make it with a 200% chance, if not 300%. But the most interesting thing is just take a look. It's exactly the same car. There are absolutely no differences except this one is faster, can jump, and it has some kind of... It's unusually heavy. It really pushes everything aside. 2 identical cars. Seriously, this has never happened before. This is 100% some kind of trolling. One of you came up with this trolling idea and decided to troll me 100%. Well, we're moving on because we still have a whole bunch of cars left to test. For example, the Ford Mustang from the past. I wouldn't say it's for a zombie apocalypse, it's just a car from the past. Why is it so slow? Seriously? I feel like we won't even make it past 2 levels. Well, at least we made it through 2. It would have been really funny if we fell on the first level, but it's so slow. Just look at it. 3rd level and we're barely making it. I think this is going to be the worst car today because it seriously just doesn't go at all. I'm going full throttle, but 4th level, this is basically the end and this is terrible. This is just awful. I feel like the car is already half rusted, and that's why it doesn't move. The engine is basically done for. It's just metal at this point, not even an engine. But unfortunately, level 4 is the maximum for this car. I thought it would be better. Meanwhile, we're moving on to real off-road vehicles. I suggest we start with the G-Wagon because it's pretty unusual. Okay, a regular G-Wagon, sure, but we've got a 6-wheeled G-Wagon pickup. Now, this looks seriously tough. I think even at level 1, we could just stop right here like this. Like this, look. We go, carefully backing up. Alright, carefully moving forward. The most important thing is not to fade. No. No, let's just forget that this specific vehicle was ever a part of our private collection at any point in time and simply put it all behind us and move forward with our lives from this entire situation, okay? No, seriously, I just wanted to show that the car can stand on the first level. Well, it almost worked. It happens. Moving on to the next car. Forget this G-Wagon, although what G-Wagon? We never actually had one. A huge monster truck from the future. Armored. He's super fast, by the way. Oh, look at this. Ouch. Oh. He pushes and shoves everything and is super fast. I've never seen such tough cars. Look, I think we can even go through this whole ordeal backwards. Come on, let's try a new experiment. We go through the entire test in reverse. Let's go. Well, of course, except for the biggest pit because I think you need even more speed there. Alright, that's enough. Jokes aside, let's be careful. It's impossible to control it in reverse. It's just way too twitchy, seriously. Alright, one more time, racer, and 1 and 2 and 3, let's slow down a bit because it's really super fast. And let's try to jump over the 2 biggest pits at once. So we pick up speed, and 1 and 2 and 3, and off we go. I think this will be easy. So look, this is the 6th pit, and this is the 7th pit. And even though they're so massive, we managed to clear them all perfectly. It's literally millimeter to millimeter. this armored vehicle passes the test. It carefully comes to a stop and reaches the finish line. These are the kind of cars I really like. Oops. Sorry, could you move over a little? Seriously, it bothers me that there are two identical cars, like they were just cloned. Alright, so 4 cars have already made it to the finish line. Or 3, counting these cars. Should we count them as 1 or as 2? I don't know. Honestly, we already have 4 cars and we're moving on. Whoa, now this is actually a really interesting test because these are flying cars. Although, after that previous heavy armored vehicle, they have suffered quite a bit. But alright, I don't think it changes anything and we really are flying. I mean, this is a real DeLorean. A car from the future, like in Back to the Future or whatever that movie was called. I really like it, it looks super cool, and the car itself is unusual. Like, it has some kind of turbine in the front, and instead of wheels, it has these things. I don't even know if they're propellers or not, but it really looks very unique. And most importantly, this car actually flies. No kidding, look, we're just taking off. This is something I really like. I mean, we just need to fly through. We don't even need to use ramps. We're just flying like this. It's called Penguin Airlines. Just like that. Perfect. Guys, anyone who wants tickets, the link is in the description. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. But honestly, I think it would be really cool. Okay. The final level, the 7th. I honestly have absolutely no idea if this car will actually fly or not. But it is definitely worth a try. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, what's this button? Wow. What? Wait, hello there. I am already here at the finish line. Wait, was that even possible? Teleport right at the finish line? Did I just press the button? There's actually a teleportation button here. Seriously? So look, I take it, bam. I'm at the start and it's perfect. And look, one more time and we're at the finish line. See how all this works? You didn't even have to go through all the challenges. You could just press one button and bam, we're at the finish. Bam, back at the start. That's it. Now, this is something I really like. This is honestly right up my alley. Alright, we'll leave the car here. By the way, it's already the 5th one. And look, they're actually really similar in color to this supercar. We'll park it right here just like this. Perfect. Okay, let's go test out some more cars from the future. By the way, we've got another flying car here, but this one looks even more powerful. Like, oh. Why is it so fast? Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, hold on. Now that is just incredibly intense right there. Now these are exactly the kind of high-speed cars I really like. Literally, in just 10 short seconds, that's it, you're already crossing the finish line. We turn on flight mode and make it to the very end perfectly. It would be really great if there were more cars like this, but this is a futuristic car. You see, it doesn't even have wheels, so it flies, and it's even kind of boxy, a bit like a Cybertruck. I feel like in about 5 years, these will be the only kind of cars around. Seriously, flying cars, so there won't be any traffic jams. The main thing is that there aren't any traffic jams in the air. Everyone will be flying to work in their own cars. That would actually be really cool. So that's one more car at the finish line. That makes a total of 6 cars that have made it to the finish. Let's keep testing more cars. Now, we're left with just the monster trucks, and they're really unusual. These are honestly perfect for a zombie apocalypse. Just look at this battering ram. It's seriously heavy though. Look, this car goes at a maximum of, well, about 50 kilometers per hour. Seriously, that's a huge drawback. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. We almost fell off even on the 2nd level. Alright, 3rd level. Come on, come on. I'll just remain completely silent. This is honestly one of the most disappointing vehicles on the market today. We couldn't even get through 3 levels because, well, the battering ram is just way too huge. In a zombie apocalypse, this car is perfect, but for actually completing, not really for me. Well, alright, maybe this monster truck will turn out to be a much better option. At least I really hope so, because it doesn't seem to have any battering rams, saws or spikes, but at the same time, it's a monster truck. Monster trucks themselves aren't very fast and they're heavy. By the way, look, this is the trick I wanted to show you. See, there you go. Perfect. The main thing is not to fall through. The previous car, that would be really sad. Well, okay, we've passed 3 levels and so far we haven't had any problems. The car is pretty fast. Although right here, it was really close to falling. Alright, we're moving on. Perfect level 5 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Perfect, okay. Level 6, we still have a chance to fly through, so all we do is get maximum acceleration and try. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, monster truck. I believe in you. We should be able to do it. It should be just perfect. Come on, come on, come on. I have bad news. I really have some really bad news. Like, We're falling down fast. We were literally just 10 meters short. Maybe we were even just 5 meters short, and we're just falling down. We've already got a whole collection of cars here. We ended up with 2 purple ones and 1 car for the zombie apocalypse. Alright, let's park here and go test the world's biggest Lambo. Well, here it is, the world's biggest Lambo. It looks really unusual and quite striking because it has some super unusual, truly massive wheels. They're way too wide. But, you know what I realized? Look, first of all, we barely fit in here. We're driving over the fir trees, over this fence. But this is the first level. Look. This is the perfect car for this challenge. Look, 3rd level. It's nothing at all. I don't even need a ramp to get through all this. The main thing is not to drive over the fir trees. Don't drive over them. Okay, that's it. It should be better here already. That's it. The Lambo is really too wide. Look, this is the 4th level. There we go. We're taking it, driving through. Perfect. We didn't even need a ramp. It really is too wide. Of course, there are downsides to that. If you try to cross a regular city street in a Lambo like this, you definitely aren't going to fit, that's for sure. But here, on the bumps, it's perfect. Just perfect. The most suitable car for this experiment. Alright, one more time. Whoa, perfect. That's it. I told you, the most important thing is to land. Almost straight. Alright. Oh no, oh no, oh no. But look, I think we also... Even without maximum acceleration, we can handle it like this. Whoop, let's go back. The most important thing is to hit the mark. Now let's go for maximum acceleration. Everything we can do. This Lambo has to make it to the finish line. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. The Lambo looks super unusual, like some kind of spider. A real Lambo spider. Seeing something like this in real life, I think, would be a 1 in a million chance. I don't think something like this even exists at all. But most importantly, we make it perfectly to the finish line and overcome the biggest pit. And most importantly, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new awesome experiments just like this one with cool cars. With giant pits. And as always, it was your favorite little penguin with you and these giant pits in GTA 5. Good luck to everyone, have a great mood, and see you next time in GTA. Bye bye!